Welcome back to All This Math. This is Professor Parker. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this video with somebody. And if you have any questions or if you have comments, drop comments down below in the comment section. All right, what are we doing? We're dealing with the Reveal Math curriculum, some grade 1 math. This is lesson 4-9, unit 4, lesson 9. All right, Reveal. So if your child is in Baltimore City Public School, they're using this curriculum. Other school districts use it too. Reveal is under the McGraw-Hill umbrella. McGraw-Hill has a lot of curricula, a lot of textbooks out there. They do a lot. But anyway, so this video is also for this. Well, first of all, this video is for my son Kwame, who's in the 1st grade, right? Because these are some skills that I want him to have, but also it's for you too. All right. So anybody else watching this, any other 1st graders, any parents, grandparents, uncles, aunties, big brothers, big sisters, big cousins, anybody that wants to help some young people with some of the math that they're being exposed to in the 1st grade, or maybe other grades too, because math is cumulative, right? So this is maybe introduced in the 1st grade, but you still need to know it in the 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, and so on and so forth. All right. So look, what are we actually doing in this lesson 4-9? We're dealing with what we call unknown addend problems. Unknown addend problems. Dig this. First of all, what's an addend? The addend is one of the numbers that you add together to get a sum. That's what an addend is. It's spelled just like it sounds. ADD, add, end, END, like the end of a movie, right? Put the two words together, addend, right? Most of the time, you're given 2 addends, right? And you're asked to add them together and come up with a sum. So the sum is missing. But sometimes you might have a situation where you start out with a certain amount of something, and then you get some more of something, but you don't know how much, but you know how much you end up with. So then you guys sit there and think like, okay, so how much must have got added on, right? Now, where's my paper? Because actually, hold on 1 second. Hold that thought. So yeah, for some reason, I didn't have my paper with me. But anyway, yeah. So for example, like I said, initially I was doing this video for Kwame, but it's for everybody, right? Now Kwame's like, he's 6 years old, but he's got an old soul. So the young brother likes dark chocolate, right? Why does a 6-year-old like dark chocolate? I don't know. But anyway, that's my man. He likes dark chocolate, right? I like dark chocolate too. So, maybe he gets an honest from me. But anyway, imagine this word problem. Kwame has 3 pieces of dark chocolate. I give him some more. Now he has 8 pieces. So you see, it's like a story, right? It's like a story. We're using math to better understand a story, right? Now the question is, how many pieces did I give to Kwame? So we started out with how many? Let me grab my marker. We started out with 3, right? We started out with 3. So that word problem, Kwame has 3 pieces of dark chocolate. I give him some more. Now he has 8 pieces. How many pieces did I give to him? So we started out with 3, right? I gave him some more. So that's addition. We don't know how many I gave him, but we know he now has, after we got some more, he's got 8, right? This is an unknown addend. It's unknown. We don't know what it is, right? We don't know what it is. So look, so let's use we can use the number line. That's one strategy. We can use the number line. Let's say we start at 3, right? Now the distance between 3 and 8 is going to be our answer. Distance between 3 and 8. So how many jumps do we have to make to get from 3 to 8? So we go 1 to get to 4. Then we go 2. Then we go 3. Then we go 4. Then we go 5. Right there. Now we're at 8. So that means we went 5 spaces to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The distance between 3 and 8 is 5. That means the unknown addend is 5. Right? Now, this particular lesson does not get into this other method of solving unknown addend problems, because this is really an algebra problem, right? Our children are doing algebra in 1st grade, and they should be, right? They can handle it. They're intelligent enough to do it, right? Textbook manufacturers and curricula writers just don't call it that, but it's still algebra. We're looking for unknown values. That's algebra. You could put an X right there, say 4 plus X equals 9. Now you're in an algebra 1 class. 7 plus X equals 15. Now you're in an Algebra 1 class, right? They just don't call it that for whatever reason. We also could do it like this. Because we know that addition is the opposite of subtraction, 3 plus blank equals 8 is the same thing as saying 8 minus 3 equals what? Difference. Difference. The difference is the answer when you do subtraction. So 8 minus 3. What's 8 minus 3? Right? Well, if me and Kwame was doing this, I would have Kwame put up 8 fingers. That's 5. That's 3 more. And I would tell him to take away 3. Take away 3. You can take away 3 from this hand, but let's do it the easy way. Boom. Just take these 3 away. What's left? 5. 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 minus 3 is 5. That's another way to get the answer. Right? But like I said, this particular lesson does not get into this method. I'm sure they probably get into it later, right? But they don't get into it. But that's just a preview of what you're going to see. But anyway, let's look right here. Look at some of these other examples. 4 plus blank equals 9. 4 plus blank equals 9. So what we're really saying is, if we look at the number line, what is the distance between 4 and 9? So if I start here at 4 and I got to get to 9, distance between 4 and 9 is what number? We represent that by a number. How many jumps? So we go from 4, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spaces between 4 and 9. So that means 4 plus 5 is 9. All right? And we're looking for the missing number. Then number 2, 7 plus blank is 15. So if we started at 7 and we got to go to 15, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spaces. 8 spaces. 8 jumps. So 7 plus 8 is 15. Now, eventually, our children are going to memorize all their addition facts between 1 and 20. So they're going to know that, oh, 7 plus what is 15? Oh, well, 7 plus 8 is 15. They're just going to know it. But up until then, we're developing their number sense and fluency using these different strategies, using a number line, right? Maybe using subtraction, creating a subtraction expression, all right? Now, number 3, blank plus 9 equals 16. Oh, this is a little different because now you don't know the number that we start at. So we know that we end up at 16. Let's just put a 16 right here. Let's just say 16 is right there. We end up at 16. And we had to go 9 spaces to get it. We had to add 9 to get there. So that means we move to the right. Whenever we do addition, we move to the right on the number line. Move to the right on the number line. Subtraction is that way. Addition is that way. So if we 16, we end up at 16. That means we can go, and this is why subtraction, right, is the opposite, right? So blank plus 9 equals 16. We could think of that as, I'm going to write it up here. 16 minus 9. What's 16 minus 9? So again, when we subtract on a number line, we move to the left. So let's go 16. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where did I end up at? At 7. Ended up at 7 because 7 plus 9 is equal to 16. 7 plus 9 is equal to 16. All right. Now we got 3 more examples. All right. Now, if you want to try these on your own, feel free to pause the video and go in. Try these on your own. Try these on your own with your child, right? Try to have them work through them. Blank plus 7 equals 13. 6 plus blank equals 12. Blank plus 8 equals 11. All right. And then hit play and see what I got when I did it. So blank plus 7 is 13. Another one. We don't know the starting point. We know how far we moved and we know the ending point. We don't know the starting point. We know how far we moved, 7 spaces to the right. Plus means move to the right. This is how far we went, 7 spaces. We ended up at 13. Let's go to this number line down here. This one looks a little crowded. So that means we're going to do 13. We're going to go back to find out where the starting point was. We're going to go 7 spaces back. We started 13. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We end up at 6 because 6 plus 7 is 13. All right, now the last 2, number 5, 6 plus blank is 12. 6 plus blank is 12. Starting point is 6. How far are we going to get to 12? What's the distance between 6 and 12? 6 and 12. All right, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spaces. 6 plus 6 is 12. All right. Also doubles. Doubles. If you have your doubles memorized, you think, 6 plus what equals 12? That sounds familiar. 6 plus 6 is 12. All right. So you might have just threw that 6 in there. Last but not least, we got another missing starting point, right? The missing starting point. Unknown addend, blank plus 8 is 11. All right, blank plus 8 is 11. So if I'm at 11, if I end up at 11, right? But I had to go 8 spaces to the right to get there. In order to figure out the answer, I got to move to the left. I got to move to the left, right? To go backwards. Or we can represent it as subtraction. 11 minus 8 is going to get me to the number I need to be at. So let's do this. Let's start at 11 and go 8 spaces to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and end up at 3. 11 minus 8 is 3. And that means that 3 plus 8 is 11. So these are unknown addend problems. This is actually an introduction to, well, it's not an introduction to algebra. A lot of the material, even before the Unit 4, is an introduction to algebra. We're using algebra. Like I said, we're just not calling it that. But I think we should. I think we should embrace that. That, like, this is really algebra. All right. So this helps to prepare our children for algebra at an early age. That's what we want. We want them to be more prepared than less prepared. All right. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share this video with somebody. Drop a comment down below if you got a question or a comment, or you're curious about something, or there's another type of video that you would like to see on the channel. If you scroll through and look through the playlist, you'll see we got over 1,000 videos on this channel. We got something for everybody. We go from arithmetic all the way up to calculus 1. We got a whole lot in between, right? So also hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. All right. Now, and go get some practice with these. Parents, make up some problems. Make up some random problems like these for your children, right? Don't wait till they go to school to get the problems. They can do them with you at home, on the weekend, in the car, wherever. Just make up some random problems on a piece of scrap paper, right? You know what I'm saying? Some old junk mail that you're about to throw away. Just make up some problems, write them down on there, and just give them to them. Let them get the work. You know, it's all about practice, right? Practice, practice, practice. All right. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.